Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. So I decided to take a look at the common test for the 1.11.1.0. God, there's so many ones in there. Outside of the new platoon mechanism, which I didn't think there was an issue with platooning, but okay, whatever. And then the countdown for equipment repair and stuff like that. The big thing is obviously the Italian heavies, right? And for those of us who got the Basante and have been grinding that and playing that and learning how to play with the new mechanism, reload, and so on and so forth, just getting us ready for the Italian heavies. So we'll do a quick in-garage look at them here, and then I'm going to try to get some games on the common test server. It's a little difficult, I'll be honest with you. I mean, there's only 4,400 people on the tank on the server right now, and it's 7:04 my time in Texas here, so maybe a little difficult to find players, but anyway, we'll give it a try. So let's look at the tech tree first. So as we all know, the new heavies are peeling off at the P43 BIS, the tier 6, which in my opinion is one of the worst tanks at tier 6. I hate it. So you peel off to the tier 7 for the Carrero P88, the Progetto 54, the Progetto 66, and the Rhino. Okay, so let's bring up the information on these guys, right? The vehicle details. So we have the P88. The Carrero is an Italian project for a heavy assault tank developed in 1942. The work was discontinued at the blueprint stage in favor of more advanced developments. Okay, so that was a paper tank, right? A napkin tank, whatever you want to call it. If we bring in the next one, which is the Progetto CC55 Mod 54. In 1954, Captain Quinzio suggested the idea of a tank division consisting of two types of tracked vehicles: the Carro, I'm not even going to try that, battle tank, and the Carro per tutto, rest of the general purpose tank. All right. His concept of the Carro da whatever presented a 50-ton vehicle with a powerful gun, and no prototypes were ever built. Okay, so another paper tank. I don't think that even made paper. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. All right, so then we move to the tier 9. Let's see here. All right, so now we've got the Progetto C50 Mod 66. In 1966, General Vittorio La Rosa wrote an article in which he outlined a vision of a tank to replace the M60A1 in the Italian armed forces, the development and production of which could have been managed by Italian industry. The project existed only in blueprints. Okay. Then we move on to the Rhino. Well, I can't. It's Rhinosorte. Can't. I'm just butchering the Italian, so I'm not even going to try it. At the turn of 1960s and 70s, a number of countries started developing vehicles with unmanned turrets and to improve crew survival. Italian military engineers decided to adopt these innovations, but chose to use existing designs. Let's get back here. Okay. The turret was based on the German turret from the advanced KPZ-3 tank. The hull configuration was also adopted from a German vehicle. At the same time, the Italian engineers tried to increase the armor thickness to the maximum to improve the projectile resistance of the frontal armor. It was decided to make a similar to the pike nose shape. Development was discontinued at the drafting stage. Okay, so all of these were paper tanks. None of them were ever built. Okay, so if we look at all of them, we've got a 240 alpha, 320 alpha, 400 alpha, and a 490 alpha. I'm steadily going up. 202 penetration to a 220 penetration to a 242 penetration. All right, make sure I'm still recording here. Yes, okay, to a 268 penetration. All right, so the tier 7 is a single shot. Rate of fire, 6.9 rounds a minute. Now we get into tier 8, we start getting into the autoloaders. So we have standard time of autoloading one shell, 15.3, 13.4, and 12.5. At tier 9, it stays 15.3, 13.4, and 12.5. Okay. At tier 10, it jumps up to 19.6, 16.6, and 15.4. All right. Now remember, you can't throw the gun rammer on the Italians anymore. Gun loading, just straight out of the box, is 8.63 at the tier 7. When you get into the tier 8, it's a total clip reload is 41.23 with a 3.5 enter clip reload for 3 shells. All right. When we get into tier 9, we're at 41.23 with a 3.5 and a 3. All right. So basically the same. When we get up to the tier 10, now we're at 51.59 with a 4-second enter clip and a 3-shell magazine. Oh, that's going to be painful. Gun traverse 32.33, so then we start lowering to a 31.29, gets even lower to 26.07, and then stays at 26.07. Gun depression versus elevation, we got a -8 and a +20. Okay, at tier 9 we got a -9 +20. Or sorry, tier 8, tier 9 we stay at -9 +20, and then at tier 10 we get back to the -10 +15, which we see on the Basante. Aiming time 2.4 at tier 7, 2.4 at tier 8, 2.59 at tier 9, and then 1.92 at tier 10. Up and down. But then again, the reload, I guess maybe that makes up for the reload. I don't know. Dispersion 0.4 to 0.36 to 0.35 to 0.32. Aiming time and dispersion both go down at tier 10. Okay. Average damage per minute 1669, 1540. Whoa. Okay, so obviously the single shot, it's more damage per minute. 1540 to 1926. Wow. Okay, that's got to be the gun change, because I think at the tier, well, we'll go through that in a second. But wow. And then to 1913. So obviously the tier 9 is going to put out more damage per minute. All right. Durability 1250, 1450, 1850, 2000. All right. As far as armor and hull and all that goes, you can see the steady increase. Speed. Top speed is 35 with 12 backwards, 45 with 12 backwards, 45 with 12 backwards, and then 40. So we lose some speed. Configuration on all these. Let's double check this. So we got a 90 millimeter, a 105, a 120, and a 127. So obviously the 105 to the 120, right? There's going to be a huge jump, and that might explain the that probably doesn't. Well, that should explain the increase in damage per minute. All right, so here's something that I find kind of interesting, right? So on the tier 7, we got four person crew, which is currently what we have in our Bersante and in the P43 BIS, right? So that's good. You got a gunner, commander, gunner, driver, loader. All right, no radio operator. We'll move into the tier 8. Again, commander, gunner, driver, loader. Rocking on. Move into tier 9, commander, gunner, driver, loader. Kicking ass. Move into the tier 10, commander, gunner, driver. Where's the freaking loader? Why? Oh! Did you not listen to everybody when they complained about the Manticore? I mean, pretty much the whole British light line was just kind of. I mean, did you not hear everybody complain about that? You got, I think most of them had 3 crew members through the whole thing. And then you got to the tier 10 and it dropped down to 2. I mean, did you not hear the complaint? Why? Maybe technically, according to blueprints, this is correct, but you can fix this. You can make adjustments. This was never a real tank. You can say, boom, we're going to add a loader. Just for shits and giggles, we're going to add a loader just so you guys can keep your crews going through. And I can't even take this crew and put it in my Basante. I can, but the loader's just going to be, he's going to get just perks. And why? It makes it so hard to manage crews. And then you're going to come out with crew 2.0 here pretty soon, which is just going to probably screw this all up again. I mean, you had a chance to do something. I think it's great that you're doing an Italian heavy line, but right here at tier 10, you gotta fuck it up. Anyway, I'm done with that one. So anyway, you got 4-person crew, all your persons crews until you get to the tier 10, in which case then you lose your loader. So good luck with that. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to get some games, and then we'll proceed from there. As I'm playing the games, I'll obviously let you guys know. But this is my plan. I'm going to try to get it done this weekend. But like I said, I got to kind of play early in the morning for me, so that I get more people on the server and try to get some games. And we all know how hard that is on a common test because everybody wants to play tier 10. So anyway, look forward to those games. I'll catch you later. This is Bonsai Duck out.